Welcome, everybody, to the Mere Nonsense Podcast. We have a new guy in this group. His name's Bread.
Never seen him before.
I've seen him maybe like 3 times in this podcast. Special guest.
If that.
Yeah. So, welcome, special guest Bread. And
Hello.
we are the hosts, Billy and Z.
From the Breakfast at Midnight podcast.
Yes.
So do I get paid for this or
No.
my guest appearance?
You get us paid. What do you mean?
We don't even pay the guests we like.
Damn. Is it too early to tell if you like me or not?
Yeah. What's going on, boys?
Oh, you know.
So we were literally just talking about how Z's never heard of Humble Bundle.
Yeah. Or Humble
Um,
Bumble for that fact.
Or Humble Bumble. What is Humble Bumble, Billy?
It's like that Humble or that Bumble dating app, but like Humble Bundle, it's a discount for groups of bitches.
I was looking up to hope that Humble Bumble was a real thing, but it's not.
Oh. Hey, trademark, new thing. Let's do it.
Humble Bumble?
Discount bitches. Isn't
Discount
Bumble
whores.
isn't Bumble more like for gay people? Like for
No,
like
that's
dudes to
Grindr.
Isn't
hook
that
up,
Grinder?
or-
Yeah, that's Grinder.
Bumble is
Grindr,
the one
you're
where
right.
it's like the women message you first.
Oh.
Yeah,
So they wouldn't. Got it.
exactly.
Nice.
So
Know
Humble
from
Bundle,
experience, Billy?
Yes, actually.
Humble Bundle, has been around for a long time. I actually had to talk to Candy about it because I hadn't used it in like 10 years or something. I bought games on it in the past. But so essentially, like, they put out bundles. I don't know if it's like monthly, if they're different bundles every month or what, but like the deals you get are fucking insane. Like, so the deal I just got is I got 2 editing softwares. One of them's Vegas 18. I think they're up to the Vegas 22 right now, so it's a little outdated. But I got Vegas 18, one of like some movie maker, 3 different sound and music makers, and then another thing that helps with like video stabilization. And normally altogether they would cost $879, and I got it for $25. But what they do is they like link up with the the developers or whatever. They get codes that they get over, and they just use them in bundles. And the way it works is there's different tiers, and there's a minimum tier of like $1, and you only get like one thing, and it's usually like the shittiest thing. And then the more tiers you go up. So for me, I wanted Vegas. Vegas you get at the $25 tier or higher. At the $25 tier, that gives you all the other software. So I just bought that. So they do that with software, games, even books. The entire Witcher series is on sale right now. So you could get the entire Witcher series online for $25.
Nice.
The reason why I'm surprised is because you've always been more of a tech guy than me. So that's why
I mean, that's a website.
Yeah,
That's
but I
one of
mean,
the most-
like,
I mean,
one of
like,
the most-
I don't
like-
know every single fucking website out there.
you sure about that?
but it's Steam and then Humble Bundle. Like that's
Yeah, like
what
they're
people use. Like those
together.
Humble Bundle is one of the top websites for gamers in general.
That
Again, I knew
that
about
reminds me of a better version of I don't know if Kevin ever got you into it, but this was like years ago.
it. I have Bumble Hundle.
Yeah. It's still out there. I forgot what it was called. It's like G2 some shit. Anyways,
G2A.
yes, there we go. G2A.
Games to ass.
Yes.
But when I was introduced to it, I don't know if it's still the case, you had to find a way to like transfer your dollars into, I don't know if it was euros or pounds, to be able to buy those digital games and add them into
Yeah,
your
it's
Steam library.
whatever the seller sells them for. Could be US dollars, could be euros, pounds, could be anything.
Yeah. So that's what it reminds me of, but only better, because I mean, it's going for charity and stuff like that.
Yeah, so at everything past like the $25 tier, all I think pretty much all goes, or a good percentage goes to charity for them. Um, but so now I have Vegas, so now I can start editing videos, or at least learning how to edit videos on there. So maybe TikTok channel coming soon.
Vegas was always
Maybe.
top notch, but apparently not recently. I know within like the last couple of years, just looking up ratings for video editing software and stuff like that. Apparently Vegas hasn't been the best, but I remember for a while it was, and now I don't know.
Good thing I got the old one.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just people that didn't like the new changes to the UI and stuff like that. Who knows?
Yeah.
Could be that. Could be other shit doing what Vegas now does. So
Which is
no, use Vegas.
gotcha.
So that Witcher bundle, by the way, it's 6 Witcher books, which might be all of them. I think they have 6 mainline books. And then a bunch of random ass books. But they're all like, that's how they like sneak some of them in, is they're like, hey, we'll use you guys in our bundle. Just, give us access. And they're like, some dog shit and then some top of the name one. Or some top of the line ones.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I never heard of this until today. I might look into their stuff.
Billy, remind me, they don't sell hardware, right? It's only software and games.
Software, from what I've known. I've only ever used it for games.
Well, I didn't know they did books.
I did not either.
I am illiterate, so that doesn't matter to me. I say I'm illiterate, but segue, I got Ready Player 2, the book. I haven't started reading it yet, but I forgot that existed.
Interesting.
I
know a coworker talked to me about it a couple of years ago. He was saying, now I don't know if this is true or not because I never looked into it, but he was saying that they were waiting for the second book to come out before they started to work on the second movie, which is funny because like from what you're telling me, they didn't really do much from the first book, what they should have done.
They followed the overall story from the first book. That's about it.
Gotcha.
They had
so
took
the
a lot
journey
of
was
liberties.
just completely different.
I can't remember the movie very well, but I remember the race at the very beginning, that never fucking happened in the book.
Gotcha.
The book starts up, the very first like thing, like where they get like the first big clue or whatever. That is, I think they put it at the end of the movie, where they played Joust. I don't remember if they did that in the movie or not, but the whole first like clue, which again, no one has found these clues for whatever it is, 50 years or some shit. And then this kid stumbles upon this dungeon to get the first clue, and I think it's a key. And the final boss of that dungeon is like this Draugr, like lord from out of Skyrim, basically. But he doesn't fight him. He 1v1s him in the old arcade game Joust. And that's how they fight. Then they just play Joust.
Nice.
Yeah. But I'm excited to read it. I like the universe that they built, and even if it's not like a great book, I don't know.
Right.
Like to me, it's like Cyberpunk, where it's just like cool universe. Even if the game kind of sucks, like it was fun walking around. I mean, I haven't played Cyberpunk all the way through, so I don't know how good or bad it is. But from my first experience on launch day, it was cool to walk around.
Yeah, I wasn't too
be in
big
that
on
universe.
the first person. I was kind of hoping they would do third person, or at least be able to switch between both.
Could you not?
No, it's just straight first person.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Oh, I guess it is CD Projekt Red. If it was Bethesda, obviously you'd be able to do it. But
Yeah.
when's Bethesda going to make a Cyberpunk game? the actual Cyberpunk, not what's the
mean, they
game
made
that's
a
been in
sci-fi
development for
one.
200 years? What's that?
I don't know. The only one I can think of is, but it actually came out, was that what is it? Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds was pretty cool.
I've heard good things about Outer Worlds.
Oh, Starfield.
Starfield.
Never heard of Starfield.
Oh, it's
So
supposed.
Starfield
That's their way
is-
of going against or competing against Star Citizen, I'm assuming.
There, Starfield has been in development for a very long time. I think the first time it was announced was in 2018, but it's been in development long before that. But it is Fallout in space, basically. I think it's what Outer Worlds is supposed to like.
Mhm.
A better version of Outer Worlds is what we're supposed to get out of it.
Yeah.
Outer Worlds was cool. I didn't play. I probably played like halfway through the game, and then I stopped. But it's cool. I mean, hopping between different planets in any game is kind of fun because you get the different environments, they get different species of monsters and stuff. But it didn't feel as full as like the Fallout games do. Because Fallout, I feel like I'm just constantly doing shit, and there's no end to it ever. Like Skyrim, again, I still have never beaten the main game because I've done so much side shit.
Yeah, I think the only Bethesda games that I actually finished were the Dishonored games.
I never beat it. I stopped on the last mission of Dishonored 1.
Damn.
God damn it!
Those games
Finish
are pretty
something,
fun.
will you?
It's
Dishonored
Bethesda,
2.
dude. I feel like Bethesda goes out of their way to make games so long.
Well, Dishonored 1, you can beat within like 3 hours or something ridiculous
Yeah.
if you beeline it.
Yeah.
I think my problem was a new game came out and then I stopped. And then I went to go pick it up and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? That's what I do with Witcher all the time.
Right.
I picked up The Witcher 17 times now, and then I come back and I'm like, I don't remember how to play this fucking game. I don't remember what the
I hope
story
he brings
is.
back another sword.
I hope he doesn't come back.
This time it's gonna be a claymore. Just one
big.
giant fucking sword.
I actually
he's-
want a smaller. I want a
he's gonna-
smaller
He's
sword.
gonna get a Buster sword. Just some anime weeb fucking sword.
It's gonna be Ichigo's sword.
There should be segues to this stuff, where Billy just brings out a sword every so often.
I hope Billy brings an actual Segway.
Fucking guy.
It's an actual sword. I don't know how all right this is on Twitch, but
Billy the Templar.
this is my Templar sword.
Yeah, you showed us
It's
last
very,
week.
It's very dull, but it's shiny and actually says something on it.
Here comes Brad with his.
It's my dragon sword.
Oh yeah, you fucking mall
It is,
ninjas.
Also very dull.
So, Z, where's yours?
I don't have one because I'm not a mall ninja.
A mall ninja. Let me go grab my nunchucks real quick.
Oh please!
Chucks.
And Billy comes out with shurikens or some bullshit.
It's just got guns.
Oh no! It finally strikes with Brad.
It did it before too. This is like the third time it's done it. Go get your shuriken
Damn.
or your nunchucks.
I don't have any.
Now, Z, I was talking with one of my friends earlier, and you came up. We were talking about how you're just an avid comic book nerd and how you enjoy the DC and the Marvel. Now, pretty sure your favorite DC hero is Batman.
No.
No? Who's your
No.
favorite DC hero?
Green Lantern.
That is the stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard. Who's your favorite Marvel hero?
Hero?
Wolverine.
No. Fuck. That's a. I haven't thought about Marvel in a while. Damn, I might have to come back to you on that one.
All right. How about do you have like a favorite character? Just like hands down, this character beats all. Hero, anti-hero, villain,
Magneto.
Magneto.
Always love that character. Super good character.
All right, all right. I mean that makes sense. You have.
And then Doctor Doom would be like right next to him.
I'll say you brought up Doctor Doom quite a bit too,
Yeah.
but you always seem to bring up Magneto and like every time we're talking
yeah.
about anything Marvel related.
I'm a Ian McKellen Dick Rider.
Mhm.
So
I
like
mean,
the
he was
fact,
like probably the best Magneto.
yeah, the fact that he played both Gandalf and Magneto, fuck yes. But yeah, as far as a hero, I'm not sure. I don't know. I
Billy,
never
can
really
you
think about
name?
because I don't really read Marvel for the most part. It's just DC.
Mhm. But you
Um,
love the Marvel movies.
yeah, fuck yeah, those movies are awesome.
Billy, can you even name 5 Marvel comic characters that are not in the MCU?
5 comic book characters that are not in the MCU. So like side characters, like actual main.
Well,
No,
no,
like they could
there's
be
a lot
main
of
characters.
yeah, there's a lot of
Just
solo
people
main
that are.
characters that are not in the MCU.
I'm asking you this. I don't know if I can. That's how little I know.
I mean, the only ones that I could think of are obviously the big name ones that they've already come out with movies right now. I know there's like some that I've got some generally I just can't think of them right now.
Can you
Uh,
name me 5 X-Men?
5 X-Men, just
Yeah.
any of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
easy.
Cyclops, Storm, Beast Boy, Wolverine, and well, do they
Beast
have
Boy
to
is
be or not Beast
Beast
Boy?
Boy.
What the fuck is it? Just it's not just Beast, is it?
It's Beast.
It's just
There
Beast.
we go, Beast. Yeah.
Can you tell me
Rogue.
what Beast Boy is from?
Beast Boy's from Teen Titans.
Yes, sir.
Love me some Teen Titans.
DC, but to us, Team Titans, yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, same thing.
I think he's only
There's
been
nothing
in.
else.
I think he's only been in Teen Titans or Titans in general.
I mean, I'm sure he's had his own
Mhm.
series.
Well, he had his own like starter. I think that spun off of Teen Titans / Titans. That kind of talks about his origin story.
Probably.
Because I hear he's got a really sad origin story. So,
I was
like,
never big on his
abandoned or
character.
something like that.
Yeah, he was bullied.
I was-
He was pushed into a green pool of water. And now he's forever green.
I always preferred Cyborg. In the Teen
Yeah,
Titans.
you would come off as a cyborg guy.
Love that guy. Oh my god, especially his episode of like him going undercover at that academy where he was like the
With
stone
with
guy.
Hive or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And Jinx was like low key hitting on him the whole time.
Yup.
Oh yeah. I ship
Fuck
Jinx and Cyborg.
I ship Jinx and myself.
What about you, Billy? Top favorite superhero from DC?
Favorite? I mean, see, you like the Green Lantern. I don't know. I mean, are we counting like from the Teen Titans or is it like main
DC.
superheroes?
DC in general.
DC.
Well, just DC in
Your
general.
absolute favorite DC hero. I mean, if it is Beast Boy, then yeah, fuck yeah, more power to you.
I mean, so one of the big things I liked about Beast Boy was because he doesn't really have one of your typical like, I mean, I guess maybe in some ways he does, but he doesn't have like your typical backstory. He's got his parents found him in Africa, adopted him. I think he was like someone was running a test on him, and then these people stopped and like stepped in and saved him, and then they like died in some horrific accident, and then like he just has a super tragic backstory of like everyone he ever loves and cares about dying. Favorite hero would probably have to be either Raven, because Raven is mommy, or,
Of course.
or I don't know. I liked Superman for a long time when I was a kid.
Solid character.
Solid character.
Brad just is the hipster that wouldn't like the top characters like that.
Mhm.
It's only Superman. Well, Superman and Wonder Woman.
Okay, I don't
I don't-
understand one. Like she looks so ridiculous in her invisible jet.
They're just. I don't like those boring, like straight up, like I have super strength. I'm the best good guy,
Yeah.
But I guess
Or as Q says, I'm allergic to a rock.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's a
difficult
rock
to
or
do
it's-
something with
But-
Wonder Woman outside of her nemesis Cheetah.
I like more like I like that she's what's the like from Athens or whatever. Like she's like
Oh yeah, she's
a
from
thief, like
the Amazon.
what's Amazon. There we go.
She's an
Like
Amazonian, but she's also
I like that aspect of her, but to me, she's female Superman,
Mm,
and that's not.
yeah, with her lasso of truth.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. So then what's your favorite, Brad, for DC?
Poison Ivy.
It's probably gonna be Flash.
Flash?
Flash.
Just very like there's a lot that you could do with super speed.
Yeah.
Between like jumping between universes, going, forward and backward in time can open up a lot of different stories.
Right,
The
where your
whole idea
molecules on
of
the same level as everything
Flashpoint
else.
paradox, creating paradoxes in general, and then what's it called? Like the different iterations with like how the Speed Force is. So, like Wally West can be a Flash, and Wally West is arguably one of the strongest characters in all of like
Kid
comics.
Flash, isn't he?
It's like he's Kid Flash, and I guess he's Kid Flash in different things, like Justice, like
Mhm.
Young Justice or whatever. But yeah,
Ooh.
it.
Chat
and then,
says he's the weakest Flash.
Who
Wally West is the weakest Flash.
is
Impulse or Kid Flash is the strongest Flash.
he? Okay. I mean, does that make
No,
him the
there's
weakest?
a lot of
'Cause I
times-
thought Barry
there's-
Allen was weaker.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
times,
I think they
for the
all
most part,
have,
they make Wally West the best one, the best Flash of all.
I think at the
I
at
I
different
think he
points
has
in
the
time, so they have
strongest.
strong-
I think he has the strongest iteration.
Yeah, they have like different
usually-
strengths though.
They usually
like,
make the newer ones the better ones, like because there's Wally West, and then there's what's his name, Bart, I think. It might be
Bart.
what's his name? It might be the grandson.
yeah. So each of them have
you
like
okay, Brad?
I feel a different
There's-
specificity.
I don't know if there's a spider on my wall or if it was on my screen.
Nice.
Oh no, I didn't see it on your wall.
Oh, there he fucking is. Ew.
But like Chad says, Barry Allen has the most control with speed. I think they all just have different things with it. Some of them have more control, some have better powers, some have stronger connections, whatever have you. And I think they do that with like every kind of superhero that has a kid iteration.
Yeah.
Bart Allen is Impulse. Chat says he's the strongest.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So then, for Marvel, what's your favorite hero?
See, I used to be like Captain America was always my go-to guy. But I don't know, like after the Black Panther movies, I kind of felt up T'Challa, the Black Panther.
Solid choice. Solid choice. You good, Brad?
There was a spider, and I killed it. I'm just like, I saw it. I was like crawling up my screen, and then I looked behind, and it wasn't where I saw it because I saw it like here.
Right.
And then I looked down, and it was like more towards the ground.
So for you, favorite Marvel hero? Billy
I
was
don't know.
saying his was Black Panther. So
You're gonna have to
I
get
think
back to me
I
on
think
that.
for me, it was almost always a toss up. Even though I know like little to nothing about the majority of these heroes, for me it was always a toss up between it was Blade and Ghost Rider.
Mhm.
Blade is very cool.
Ghost Rider's such an underwhelming, well, not underwhelming, underappreciated character. Like he's
And it's-
such a badass. at
It's so
times.
funny too because like anytime I go into like subreddits that have anything to do, or just like forums in general that have anything to
Mhm.
do with Ghost Rider, I've never seen anyone talk bad about Ghost Rider. Everyone always praises him, and he's supposedly like a top tier type of powerhouse. Like can
Mhm.
fuck up Hulk if he wanted to type of powerhouse.
Mhm.
I found out more about like Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Mhm.
That's an interesting story.
Yeah,
Is
that's
he,
relatively new, isn't it?
I don't know.
Because I know they did something with him in the Guardians of the Galaxy recently.
So Cosmic Ghost Rider, Basically, I think he is the current, not current, but he is the strongest iteration of Ghost Rider to exist so far. And the whole thing is like everyone's fucking dead. Thanos came, did his thing, killed everybody. He somehow survived. I forget how he survived. He's on Earth. Galactus shows up on Earth because he's trying to escape Thanos. So he's injured. He's escaped, trying to escape Thanos. Comes back to only Ghost Rider, and they're like, "Hey, let's team up." I think they travel for like millions of years or some shit. Go to fight Thanos finally. Thanos just obliterates Galactus in a blink of an eye, and then him, Ghost Rider, and Thanos then just team up.
God damn.
It's wild.
Yeah. Shit, I might have to pick something up on him then.
Shit, I can't think of anything. I also like, again, I'm not the big comic book guy, so I don't know these things, but I guess Lucifer's like the strongest DC like character in general. Like
DC or Marvel?
He's DC, right? No, he's Marvel. Marvel?
I think he's Marvel.
If it's Marvel, it might be.
He's a supervillain in
Mephisto?
Marvel Comics. Mostly.
Are you thinking of the
associated
show
with Ghost
Lucifer?
Rider.
Yeah, like Lucifer
Yeah.
Morningstar.
Yeah. Okay.
That's DC,
yeah,
right?
That's DC.
Yeah, he's the strongest character in DC.
A lot of people would say, not even close. Like, I think there's a guy in there named like The Question or some shit like that. I forgot what his name was. I think it was The Question.
Well, there are like literal gods.
Yeah, there's tons of like.
Oh, okay. On this list, Lucifer's number 3, Elaine Belloc, and then The Presence. But The Presence is basically God.
There's a lot of god-like characters in DC that just go all over the place in people's top 10.
I mean, like when you have characters that are quite literally like gods on other planets.
Right. Like Spectre, that guy is usually top 3 in a lot of people's lists. Yeah.
One above all is the one in Marvel. Yeah, I don't know. He's one above all.
That's
all of these are saying that
Stan Lee.
Lucifer's 1, 2, or 3.
Oh,
No, I'm just saying that's Stan Lee. He's the one above all.
Well, yeah, the one above all, isn't that like the writers?
Yeah. Something like that.
let's see.
Yeah, so
that's
it's-
okay. That's basically God as the supreme being in the multiverse, omnipotent, presents himself as all powerful.
So with
yeah.
Marvel
Illustrated
for
as Kirby
me,
or Stan
I'm
Lee.
assuming as well for you guys, it like the majority of your knowledge just comes from the shows and the movies you grew up with when it came to Marvel. So like X-Men was always like up there with a bunch of characters that I really like, as well as a few like there's Punisher, there's Ghost Rider, there's Blade, few others. I mean, yeah, like I don't have too much knowledge when it comes to Marvel, but fucking love a lot of their characters. I don't know, I just couldn't really get into their comics. But
Again, I mentioned earlier that I am illiterate, so
yeah.
yeah.
We all are for the most part. It's okay. You're not alone.
I have
Yeah.
I have issues with like how I want to spend my time. Like if I'm not multitasking, I feel like I'm wasting my time. So like when I'm playing video games, I have to have a Twitch stream on in the background because I feel like I'm not getting enough enjoyment.
I think
with
they
the
call
time-
that ADHD, Brad.
Wow, shock. But like
you should go see someone for that.
You should get that checked out. Your doctor.
I've been saying, I just need to smoke some weed. That's probably it.
You might.
I got a dealer for you.
You might.
Find me the right strand. Let me smoke some weed.
I might know a couple people for you, Brad. We'll talk.
There was
Kitty
this.
Pride. Is that the one that goes through walls?
Ooh.
Kitty Pride.
Yeah,
Shadow
yeah,
Cat?
she's the one that goes through walls.
One that she has a fling with one of the other X-Men, doesn't she? One
They
of the
all
young ones. Is it the Fire
From
Boy?
the movies, it was Iceman. I don't know if that's still a thing in the comics.
Chuck Liddell,
Yeah,
Liddell.
Chuck Liddell.
the Iceman himself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
She has flings all the time.
Is there a team up that you guys would love to see between one character from DC and one character from Marvel? Doesn't have to be both bad guys, both good guys. It could be a mix. Like, for example, Superman and Captain America, the Boy Scouts of each side. Just, having a fucking chat for coffee or whatever. I don't know. That's something to think about.
Well, you know what? Just because I think it would be some creative, hectic fun, the Joker and Deadpool.
That wouldn't be too bad, actually.
I feel like Deadpool will just shoot the Joker. I don't like that. Like
No,
you take a
I feel
lot
like
of
it'd be the other
characters-
way around. It'd be Joker. Like, I feel like Deadpool might annoy Joker because Joker's the one that's usually got the shitty jokes, but Deadpool comes out with shittier jokes that aren't funny, and then he's just like, I'm gonna shoot you, and then Deadpool turns out to be alive. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna die. So he just keeps going at him with like shittier jokes. I don't know. Yeah, that'd be a pretty cool meeting.
Moss is Deadpool and Ghost Rider.
Deadpool and
Oh.
Ghost Rider.
Purple Match. Thank you for the follow.
Well, they're both Marvel. So I mean,
Clash.
Yeah, one Marvel, one DC. He's Ma. Not even listening to the rules. They have teamed up before, haven't they? There's like a whole Deadpool Ghost Rider.
I'm under
comic
the
series,
impression
isn't
that everyone in both sides has at least teamed up once. Since there's been comics since like the early 1900s. So I wouldn't be surprised.
there? Mhm. They probably have a whole thing of like, I mean, they've written zombie freaking. What in God's name is going on?
They've written zombie what?
mean,
Like
there's-
zombie Marvel. No,
There's
zombie
Deadpool
Avengers.
kills.
Yeah, there's Marvel
Deadpool
zombies.
kills the Marvel universe.
There's
too.
that too.
I just got
Um,
like 40 follows, and it's still
Did
going.
you just get another?
These
what's
are
it
all
called?
different names. I don't know.
Are you getting rated?
Are you?
I mean, Venus rated me earlier, but like it was 8
It's
people.
it's been so long. Billy's like, oh my god.
I know. It's just like follow. Like my fucking mini feed's going nuts.
Nice.
Must be
Billy-
the Templar armor.
Billy
It's the-
paid for his follows again, and
Oh, is that what it
he
is?
forgot about it. Um,
Subscription auto renewed.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm trying to think of like unique ones that would be fun, like give me like I don't know, give me like Batman and Iron Man and see how they would like team up with shit, and like see what kind of like
Cool
inventions they can make and
Right.
yeah, Mike, I'll beat you if you don't.
Well, I'll
Um,
beat you.
I wonder. So, Darkseid, he is one of the new gods in DC, and he's always looking. So since Superman's essentially like the strongest, he's always trying to either end him or have him join his side. I wonder how Darkseid would react to like a top-notch guy from Marvel. Where it's just like he sees his power, he feels the presence of him or whatever, and he's just like
Darkseid and Thanos.
Thanos.
Darkseid is the Thanos of DC,
Yeah.
pretty much. So, but
Yeah.
Darkseid, like, so the only thing I remember from Justice League, I think it's Justice League, is Darkseid like straight up just boxing Superman and beating him.
Oh yeah.
There was
was
like an arena fight
there
and
was-
he
there-
beat his ass.
There was also a scene. I'm sure some people have seen it before, but there's a scene in one of the movies, one of the animated movies, where the Justice League teams up for the first time, and they made Hal Jordan Green Lantern like super cocky, and he sees Darkseid. He's like, "Don't worry, guys, I got this." He tries to punch him once. It doesn't do anything to him. He gets slapped, and then like he's on the ground, and the Paradigms just come in and just like ghetto stomping the fuck out of him while he's on the ground. Nah, but I'm thinking something like maybe Darkseid meeting Silver Surfer.
Mm-hmm. Darkseid, Scarlet
And
Witch.
Darkseid and Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck, yeah.
Loki.
Loki would be interesting in a lot of situations.
Loki and the Joker.
Maybe.
Again, I think that's another one where Loki would just kill the Joker eventually.
He'd change him
Eventually.
into a duck. The laughing duck.
Or Loki and like a Greek god from DC.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what was Loki and Ace?
Ace.
Ace, the chick who has she turns people into the Royal Flush Gang.
Oh,
Batman's saddest villain ever.
Yeah. From fucking the animated series. Yeah.
Mhm. He sat with her all night.
That
until she
was
passed
that
away.
was the
Oh, is that the one where she's on the swing?
yeah,
Mhm.
because she's
That's
dying,
Ace. Mhm.
and that's actually like the epilogue to Batman Beyond.
Yeah, the prologue.
No, epilogue.
Came at
Log,
the end.
log.
Of the beginning.
It's the
I
end.
thought it was supposed to be setting up.
No, because
the
they
whole
they
thing,
never
like,
they
here's
never
what
got
Batman
to they never got to properly end Batman Beyond, so they put in that episode into Justice League Unlimited.
did. Mhm. Okay.
Justice League or
That's
Justice
interesting.
League Unlimited, one of those two. But yeah, that episode's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was probably like I think even now, like people still say it's the best episode.
Like Loki could actually sense her illusion. I mean, obviously Batman did too, but like Loki would sense the illusion right away. That'd be interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, why not? That'd be pretty cool. Fuck. Do a little segue into something else, but you guys see the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer?
Yes.
No, Billy, what? I feel like you out of
I
all three of
watched
us would
it.
have seen it.
Why do you think I watched it?
It is so fucking good.
Is it Guardians of the Universe?
What?
No. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Also, I think my favorite is probably Spider-Man, just because he's fun. I like
He's got
I like
fun
the
quips.
comedy bits with him, and he's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. There's my answer.
That's
Proud
fair.
of you.
I didn't even know up until this last week, unless it just came out too, the Christmas
Indiana Jones. Oh,
the Christmas short with Guardians of the Galaxy.
it just came out this week.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ!
The ball, right? Yes.
What the fuck?
Just friendly animals, and then the little girl pushes the ball towards them. I fucking love Drax.
Drax grabs the ball and just
Fucking whips it at the kid. Oh shit.
Jesus Christ!
That
I
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just say I am excited for a new Guardians of the Galaxy. With that one though, they're really they're showing Rocket a little too much, and they're like giving him some backstory. And I'm like, I also saw a tweet where I think James Gunn said that like there's probably not going to be another Guardians movie, but they'll someone said yeah, you know but we'll still get them in other movies. And then James Gunn tweeted back to them, not all of them.
Yeah,
It's like, oh fuck.
a solo Guardians movie. I don't think that's gonna happen after this one, because I mean, he is essentially now the Kevin Feige. James Gunn is the Kevin Feige of DC now. So
Which again, thank fuck.
right.
They need to do something to kickstart
My
that bitch.
only issue so far is he stated that he wanted everything in DC to connect. Not just movies and shows, but comics and games. I'm not too sure about the games part. Or the comics, maybe. I don't know. Maybe the comics. Who knows?
I feel like the comics should fit most of all.
Again, the Flash. Because of him, you have multiple fucking universes that you can run between. So he can run to the video game universe. He could run to the, because like what Injustice, one of the Injustice games is literally Superman basically being a bad guy, right?
Yep.
And then
That's
Wonder
what
Woman also
Injustice
being
is about.
bad.
Yep.
The second one, isn't it?
Yep.
So
that's what Zack Snyder tried to allude to with those nightmare scenes and whatever. It was Batman versus Superman and Justice League. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the games part is just going to be a little bit weird.
I mean, I don't think he's going to try to directly correlate things like, Wreck-It Ralph, but...
You sure? Why not? Bring him in. Wreck-It Ralph, the new fucking Deadpool.
I trust him to do well with whatever he does.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, if he's the one that was chosen to be that top guy for DC, fuck yeah. I'm right there with him.
Chosen one.
Yeah, so
chosen one
that's pretty cool. But yeah, going back to the trailer, I definitely agree with you on that. Like, they are showing a little bit much on Raccoon.
That might be on purpose, though. They might be trying to dilute us or divert us from the fact that Drax is gonna die.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what else does Drax have left? Thanos is dead.
Yeah.
That was Drax's whole thing.
Right.
Okay, well, I think Groot's not gonna die because they said that after this, or in Guardians 3, I think he's gonna be fully grown. So why would they just kill him again?
Rip him away from us again.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I know they I don't know if you guys played the Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy game, but there's a good chunk of the storyline that had to do with Rocket's creator and like how he came to be. So I was kind of surprised. Like, I'm pretty sure they talked about it in the comics.
There's a fucking otter. I love otters. Yeah. I don't know if you guys know this. I fucking love otters so much.
Oh, fuck.
And they hugged.
They hugged, and I was just like, fuck. Is it going to be Rocket's a really sad scene?
Rocket's dead.
Yeah.
That's how you knew.
So, I'm pretty fucking hyped for that movie.
I feel like we do this once every, 3 months. What are the next Marvel movies coming out?
The next Marvel movies? I don't know.
After Black Panther? I don't remember.
Consult the wheel.
Ant-Man Quantumania, right?
Oh, wait, no, this is the wrong moment for that. It's not the wheel.
Consult the wheel.
For phases 5 and 6.
Because they're still finishing up the Disney Plus type of phase, essentially. So we got Quantumania is next. Secret Invasion.
That introduces Kang into the main storyline.
Yeah.
And we're assuming that Kang is going to be... So what people think is Kang is in the quantum realm. When he gets out, that's what kickstarts Loki's whole thing.
Right. Yeah, we got that. Secret Invasion is coming in spring.
5? Or the Marvels?
Pretty sure that's a show.
I believe that is a show.
Then Guardians...
The Secret Invasion is the one where it's them and the...
It's supposed to be like a espionage type of show.
But it's the one with the people who change forms or who can look like you.
Yeah. So
what do I want to call
this is the one that I was talking about.
Right?
I think so, yeah. This is the one that I was talking about where Emilia Clarke is in it. So glad to see her in something big.
They're coming out with a Deadpool 3 Phase 6.
You didn't see that?
No.
What do you
watch that fucking trailer right now?
There's a Deadpool 3
because there's
trailer?
a big surprise in
it.
Oh
my god, Billy, you don't know this?
You don't fucking know this?
Oh, jeez.
I want to see his live
jeez,
reaction to
Rick.
this.
Rick.
Live reaction from Billy.
It should be Ryan Reynolds himself talking to the screen.
This is essentially Billy's favorite MCU movies.
Wolverine's in it.
There you go. Yes.
There you go.
Wolverine's gonna be in
The
it.
first picture was him like riding behind Wolverine.
Well, did you get the? Are you watching the one where it's Ryan Reynolds just talking to the camera?
It went back and forth on that. Like it's cutting to different scenes from the movie.
It's been a while since I've seen the trailer. I don't know if they did that or not.
I'm pretty sure.
But he was essentially just
Ryan Reynolds.
He was just sitting down on a couch.
I haven't
talking.
seen any couch yet.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
so.
He's sitting down on a couch.
Like
he's
it's
talking
from his
about
own
Deadpool
YouTube
3.
channel as well. Like go on his YouTube channel.
And then Hugh
His
Jackman's
YouTube channel?
behind him, and he's like,
Yeah.
hey, Hugh, do you want to be Wolverine one more time? He's like, sure, Ryan.
That sounds familiar. I've seen that. You talking about the teaser?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck, that was loud.
I wonder if that was loud for you.
Oh, it's on Ryan Reynolds' YouTube channel.
Yes.
I remember
Not
this. Yeah, I've
huge,
seen this.
not huge, jacked man.
Right. Not huge cock man. Speaking of him, fun fact. It was
fun.
the first solo Wolverine movie. Yeah, it was that one. Where they did the Weapon X thing with him, and he was actually buck ass nude. They had to like CGI his dick out because like it's pretty huge.
Hugely jacked. Man.
Fun fact.
Is that the scene where he's like ripping out of the fucking
The water.
the container?
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
water splurting everywhere.
Yeah, and he's doing the helicopter with his dick while doing that. Yeah.
I'm like ever so slightly out of focus, and I hate it.
I remember this video. I did see this.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Hell yeah. So we got two big movies next summer. So it's Guardians 3 and the Marvels, but it's May 5th for Guardians and then July 28th for the Marvels.
The Marvels.
The Marvels.
The Marvels.
The Marvellos.
So interesting. Then we got the Echo show, which
See, I'm actually excited for Quantumania.
oh dude, yeah. Especially after that
I
trailer,
actually
like
Ant-Man.
fuck yeah.
I like Ant-Man. I like Paul Rudd. I like how funny he is.
We don't have a set date for the rest of these, really. We got Ironheart, Armor Wars, which is Don Cheadle's
Ironheart should be a TV show, I think.
Yeah. Armor Wars is supposed to be a TV show. They just last minute turned it into a movie. And then Agatha.
Can they make Don Cheadle in that? And then go back to the first guy for the next one? Give him a second chance.
New Transformers.
I'll watch
my
it.
thing-
I've seen all of them. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep watching them.
Same.
The
I
fucking-
love Transformers 1.
The Bumblebee movie was fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Bumblebee was good. Transformers 2 was okay. And then it just... shit
This
the
is
bed
supposed
after
to be this Transformers, I believe, was supposed to be a soft reboot.
Transformers reflected very much like Shia LaBeouf's career.
Oof.
Good in the beginning and downhill at the end.
Damn. Oh shit.
Am I wrong?
I was never a fan of like the Beast like Transformers growing up, but it's like the Silverback Gorilla one was kind of cool in the trailer.
I honestly didn't even remember that there were Beast Transformers up until that trailer. I was like, oh yeah, that's.
Do you
a
remember
thing.
Zoids?
I remember
That's
Zoids.
from
Those were garbage.
Zoids. Were Zoids from Power Rangers?
Zoids are just from Zoids.
Yeah, Zoids was their
Zoids
own
are
thing.
their own thing.
I didn't really care about Zoids.
Do you guys remember Bionicles?
Fucking
Yes, I remember
love
Bionicles.
those, dude.
Those things were dope.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Zoids is anime, Q-Berry. Zoids was cool.
I remember fucking Zoids now.
Zoids is dope.
That was the animal train, like the animal ones.
Yeah.
Animal Gundams.
Basically, yeah. I've been kind of wanting to watch Gundam. There's so much Gundam though.
There really
There's
is.
a lot of Gundam.
There's a lot of Gundam. Apparently, the Overwatch Gundam game is actually really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I know. Fucking Big Mike was trying to get us to play that for a good minute. It's free to play.
The first
so.
Zoids is the best. I think that's the one that I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, Zoids are so fucking cool. Like they had like again, I'm not a big fan of like animal designs for things, but Zoids had like the
pretty
coolest
sick
fucking
designs.
designs for shit. I don't know if you guys remember. So Toonami or like Cartoon Network had so they had like Gundam Wing at
Right.
one point, which is like old 90s Gundam, right?
Right.
But then they had a Gundam one where the Gundams were alive, kind of like Transformers. So they didn't have people in them, but they had like living Gundams.
Right.
It was like Gundam like GT or some shit.
Mobile Suit
Can't say I
Gundam
remember
Alive.
that.
That one was really cool.
Was that the actual title, Billy?
Yeah.
Mobile Suit Gundam what?
Alive.
Mobile Suit Gundam Alive.
I don't think that was it. I think there's a different one. Yeah, because they were more like chibi almost. Like they were like smaller and
Yeah, that's what you were saying, the Chibi Gundam one.
oh, did Kibiri say that?
Yeah.
Same minds.
I don't know if that's good for him. SD Gundam?
Yeah, yes. That shit was so good.
Because that was just like Gundams, like original Gundams, but small, chibi.
Right, but like, yeah, so small
Like
chibi.
Yu-Gi-Oh
but they-
style animation.
But they are alive, but there are humans in the world too. So like,
Mhm.
there's living humans that work aside living Gundams.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so
I
like
just
Transformers.
like Q-Berry.
That's what you're telling me.
It exploded in
Yeah, exactly.
popularity.
The one thing I do want to see is a full blown, going back to Transformers, Unicron.
Do you remember the Transformers show growing up when they introduced Omicron? Or right, Omicron? What's his name?
Omicron?
What's his name? Unicron?
You talk like I said, Unicron?
How about the Decepticon?
Unicron's the planet-sized
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Cybertron is a Gundam, or not a Gundam, a Transformer.
No, you got it right.
So
it's a
was
Gundam.
Unicron, right? That was the whole story, and they used to fight.
I don't know shit about Cybertron. I just remember Unicron. I remember seeing the fucking toy as a kid. I always wanted it. I think that was around the time when they introduced like all the Transformers had like a mini Transformer with them. Do you guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just remember like Starscream like bouncing between sides. Or no, I don't. Maybe not Starscream. It was someone else. There was another one that bounced between sides.
And the
I
one
think-
that turns into a fucking canoe?
Is that a thing?
That's a Robot Chicken spinoff.
Oh no! But there's one that
we gotta watch
like-
that.
I'm getting flashbacks, right? Where I remember Unicron. I remember that whole like arc with like Unicron like starting to come alive. And there was like this one Transformer, I think he had like almost all black metal or something, and he would like betray the Decepticons and then fight with the Autobots, and then he'd betray the Autobots and went back to Decepticons, and then him and Starscream would always go at it.
Huh.
I don't even know which Transformers that is. Is it like just like the Transformers animated series? Is that
Nemesis Prime? Maybe.
this
I
one?
mean,
came out in
it's essentially
84.
Optimus Prime just blacked out.
What's the name?
Nemesis Prime is essentially Optimus, just blacked out. I don't know if he was.
That might have been it.
He's an evil clone. Oh.
I'm not sure.
I didn't realize Transformers had such deep lore, dude. Like, I just remember them as toys. They had some decent cartoons. Jeez. I'll be looking through this shit all night.
I'm still trying to, like, what is the Transformers we grew up with?
The only thing I can think of is the fucking song, and it's Transformers, Robots in Disguise.
Transformers,
which is literally what it's called.
Disguise.
That's literally what it's called. I know that's 2015. Fuck.
Yeah, there's so many. Like, there's Transformers animated, but this is
IMDb this bitch.
There's Transformers animated from 07 to 09. That's, I think, a little too late because I was a little kid watching this.
It was.
Oh, hold on. It's 4. Is this it?
I don't. What do you see? What do you
Transformers and
no, there
Energon.
There is one. 2000. Transformers Robots in Disguise. Wait, that's anime. Fuck. God damn it.
Loser.
There's so many of these, dude.
I know.
Oh
And
my
I just
God.
want to find the one that I watched as a kid. Is this it?
Is this the one?
No, that's a different fucking intro.
Holy mother of fuck, dude. There's so many of them.
Yo, this anime looks
I know
lit,
there's-
though. I'm watching this later.
It's got some legitness.
Some legitness, yeah.
This is legitness.
That is legit. I'm adding this to my watch later. Holy fuck. Oh, there's people speaking Spanish in the comments. You know it's legit.
Fuck, dude.
Transformers. I don't. Transformers. Energon. Come on, Landy. You're like the pro or the. You know everything.
Yeah,
right.
You're the guy.
Tell me this.
Landy,
you're that
at the
guy,
very
pal.
least,
you are that guy.
you know a guy. At the very
Yeah,
least
Landy.
for this.
You know a guy who worked at Activision for 2 days that was really into this? Oh, I think this might be it.
Yeah, that was Brad. He was the guy.
Wait,
The spread was the guy.
wait, no, this is also anime. What the fuck?
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Was it anime as a kid? I don't
Was it?
remember now.
That's a really good fucking question.
Mm.
This has
No,
a
it
really
had
good
to.
intro,
It
though.
had to be Transformers Generation 1, which is from 84 to 93.
Transformers Generation 1? That
There's also the Transformers, original 98 episode, from 84 to 87.
because I remember the first episode pretty well. Because he so the kid found Optimus like in like a grassy field or some shit. Because he crash landed. Maybe.
It had to. No, yeah, it had to have been that one because they brought in the Beast stuff in 96. So it had to be that old. Jeez.
This is terrible podcast material, and I
Dude,
don't fucking
this.
care.
So while you
This
guys
is like the
are
worst
taking this
podcast
trip-
ever. I'm just glad that someone is taking the time to just bullshit with us.
So while you guys are looking through that, my father asked, "Okay, nerd, you said it a few times, so define it. What is anime?" Anime is a term for a style of Japanese comic book and video cartoon animation in which the main characters have large doe-like eyes.
I mean, they don't have to have large doe-like eyes.
That was the thing back then, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the main thing. That was the
Yeah.
huge eyes.
Have you guys ever seen like Billy? Did you watch Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch any of the original,
Mhm.
like from the 90s?
Yeah, I used to watch it on Toonami.
That was never on Toonami, was
Wasn't
it?
it?
No.
What? No.
Actually, I know
I
it
don't know.
wasn't.
Pretty sure it was. Oh, it was on Adult Swim's Toonami programming, April 6, 2016.
Yeah, no, like when we were kids
No.
out. So no, I'm talking about original 90s
I know I've seen
Hunter
it
x
before.
Hunter.
Brad, the closest thing that I could find for us is Transformers Armada, which was just like a 2-parter. It was like a 2-season type of thing. But
See, that
that
doesn't-
style animation looks like the type of shit that we would have grown up with.
So does Generation 1 though?
That's the first. I think the first. Yeah.
Hold on, first encounter maybe. Ads. On
Yeah,
this
that's the
bootleg
first
ass
one.
shit?
G1 is just like the very first.
So that brings up a good point. Is Mobile Suit Gundam the same style as Transformers? Is all Transformers anime?
No, because
Well,
it's
there
not
was
Jap-
a, there was
I mean,
a
not all of them
there-
are Japanese animated.
there was a
Is
Transformer anime.
Voltron anime?
I
Fuck.
think so. Actually,
What? Actually, that probably would be. That's like what, an Americanized version of anime.
Hmm. Just like
well, like
Well, like even that style.
Avatar: The
though.
Last Airbender
yeah,
is
that's-
Americanized anime.
But that's Chinese, isn't it?
I think that's U.S.
No, I know, but like that culture, I guess.
Yeah, the culture it's based off of is Chinese.
Right.
Well,
See, this
Venus,
seems a little
Avatar:
too-
The Last Airbender is anime.
Armada seems a little too anime. I remember the one growing up was a little clunkier.
So it had to have been G1 then. I literally can't find anything else that I could have seen. It had to have been G1 because that's the longest running, one of the longer running ones too. But fuck it, dude. We'll find something about it later and bring it up
I'll
next
find
time.
it Sunday. You
Yeah.
guys chat.
Oh yeah, you're just gonna be researching this.
People say just because Avatar: The Last Airbender wasn't made in Japan that it's not anime. They're fucking wrong.
Well, that's what I gathered because like that's what you said. It's Japanese. like-
Japanese, yeah.
It
yeah.
is
So
But it's a
yeah.
style of Japanese
It's
comic book
not-
and video cartoon.
anime.
Like, yeah, people are saying that Avatar is an anime, but it is. We all know it is. It's the best anime.
It's a cartoon.
it's a cartoon.
Shut your whore mouth.
It's a
I
cartoon.
mean, it was literally on
Shut up.
what
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, cartoon.
So it's a cartoon.
Anyways,
Fucking
Billy, did you see all of the Indiana Jones movies?
Wow, like a long time ago.
But you've seen them, right?
Yes.
Thoughts on them?
I used to like them until I moved out to Indiana and saw they were nothing like that.
They lied to me. God damn it! There is no Jones here in Indiana.
There's actually too many Jones out here.
Have you seen? They also just brought up a trailer for the last Indiana Jones movie.
You're gonna ask me if I've seen that?
No, because I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I haven't seen it either.
But I have
Same.
seen articles though of people saying that it looks horrible.
I mean, Indiana Jones just got worse and worse and worse.
I don't know. I kind of like the last
You
one
got-
with Shia LaBeouf. That was
You
fun.
like the Crystal Skull?
That was fun.
No.
I need a licensed therapist now.
You don't even remember them, Billy. You said you saw them a long time ago. If anyone needs a licensed therapist, it's Brad.
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Generation 2 is dog shit. This is so bad. This
Okay.
animation is ass.
Lena said it was never good.
But I like the cast for this one. For this new one.
Yeah, it's got Harrison Ford in it.
Shut the fuck up. Everyone knows Harrison Ford is in
Oh,
it.
God, it's Shia LaBeouf again.
Mads Mikkelsen is in it. I think he's the
Yes,
bad
yes,
guy.
he is.
They have Antonio Banderas. And then they have John
Wait,
Rhys
hold on.
Davies, which is Gimli.
Mhm.
Then
Sean
they
Astin
got
Wilson.
who the fuck is this chick? She looks familiar. She was one of the Dora Milaje.
Indiana
Shawnette
Jones and
Renee.
the Life Alert bracelet of forgetfulness.
Yeah, right. This is
Mark Killian.
Indiana Jones falls from I don't know, from the
On
stairs or
Honor.
something. He's like,
Indiana Jones breaks his hip and can't get up.
Life alert. Call life alert.
He's
Z,
got
from
his-
what I'm seeing, is there was the Unicron trilogy.
Uh-huh.
So it was Armada.
Fucking knew it.
Brad Pitt's
It's-
in it.
It's Armada, Energon, and Cybertron are the series. So I think that's what we grew up with.
Oh,
Because then Cybertron probably was like the end wrap up with Unicron being the main bad guy.
right.
Quick detour. Have you guys seen
Detour.
Tiger King?
No.
See Venus?
All I know is Carol Baskin did it.
Right. That's all I
That
know are
bitch
Carol
Carol
Baskin.
All I know
Whacked
is
him.
that bitch Carol Baskin. That's all I know.
And I will never financially recover from this. Venus
Uncultured, she says.
Venus forced me to watch it today.
Jesus, I feel
And
so
then,
bad for
just
you.
as it was getting good, she ripped it away.
That sounds like someone that would call people uncultured for not watching Tiger King.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just don't even show the good parts, show all the shitty parts.
Yeah.
These
I
are
saw that
actually
I will
my
never
favorite
financially-
parts. People
I
really
saw
like
that-
the popular ones, but I like the shitty ones.
She might be horror mommy, but she really doesn't have.
she's
good
not
opinions
she's
on
not
this
docu-series mommy.
Billy, will you watch all of the Jersey Shore with me?
Absolutely.
I will watch it with you. It's so stupid.
She values all entertainment, she says.
You know what Kara does? She doesn't watch like full shitty TV shows. She just looks up YouTube channels that like explain it in the span of like 4 hours. So she didn't watch any Pretty Little Liars. She just listened to someone 3-part video, 4 hours each of them explaining Pretty Little Liars.
That's pretty much how long the series is, anyways.
Dude, that show didn't that show go for like 8 seasons or some shit like that?
All I know is that intro is a banger.
I have not seen Mastermind.
Oh,
Have you
yeah.
seen Mastermind?
Yeah. What? No, Mastermind?
Mastermind?
The fuck is that?
Never even heard of it. My dad was asking.
All I see when I look up Mastermind is Taylor Swift's song.
From 1972, Mastermind?
The
2019?
A British game show?
There's so there's 1, 2,
Mastermind game, the strategy
3.
of Code Maker.
there's 3. So there's one from 1972, 1976, 2019. Oh shit. Yeah. So
Iran and Spain are
2016.
about to launch a
Masterminds.
big project.
Master
Even the fucking
The
even the
2016.
IMDb name or description has a typo.
Was that a
for
thing
Mastermind
Venus
2019.
Fargo?
gonna be honest, I'm not too big on Zach Galifianakis.
A guard at an armored car company in the southern U.S. organized one of the biggest bank heists in American history.
Yeah, not too big on that guy. He's like Will Ferrell to me as well. Anytime I see either of the two in a movie, probably won't watch it.
You like Will Ferrell?
Occasionally has a banger.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Usually not.
For sure.
Didn't,
But I will not go out of my way to watch those movies now.
didn't Zach? So besides Zach Galifianakis's Between Two Ferns that Venus forced me to watch.
Isn't that the YouTube channel or show? Or no, Netflix.
Yeah,
Netflix.
we're like, yeah, Netflix.
It's a talk show.
Was
Yeah.
it? What else was he in? I feel like
The
I've seen it.
Hangover.
Hangover.
Besides The Hangover,
He did one with
the Pineapple Express.
no. He did one with what's her name? Gal Gadot.
He was in the Lego Batman movie. He
What was
voiced the Joker in the Lego Batman movie.
Oh yeah.
What was
Um,
that movie?
Apparently
Keeping Up with the Joneses.
that Santa movie with what's his nuts? Dave Hopper.
Mm-hmm.
David Harbour. Apparently that's really good.
Fuck yeah.
I'm excited for that now.
It's got
So-
John Leguizamo as a bad guy.
Dad said he meant evil genius. Not
Evil Genius. Again, never heard of it. 2017? I'm assuming. Let's see.
2018.
There's a Evil Genius Tattoo Club in Lafayette, Indiana, Billy.
I also have both Evil Genius video games.
I love this on IMDb. It says, for centuries, brilliant minds have changed and shaped the world. But when genius is used for evil, the results are some of the most twisted, inventive, and outrageous crimes in history.
Is that a series or a movie, Pa?
Sounds like it's a TV series.
It's
It's been going on since 2017.
Netflix.
It sounds like something Venus would watch, not gonna lie.
Really does.
I'm convinced Venus will watch anything.
Anything horror and docu she'll watch.
See, she said she saw that.
See?
She's my 13th reason, guys.
She's seen a good amount of action movies and all those other movies. And she's like, all right, I've had enough. I'm just going to watch every single horror movie and every single documentary.
She's watched every horror movie, so what else is there to watch?
Documentaries,
besides
apparently.
Documentaries.
No,
Documentaries of those horror movies.
of those horror movies and everything
exactly.
behind them.
If you can find me a documentary on Open House, let me know.
Yeah. She says Tiger King.
I think
You think?
Brad should make it.
I think he should as well.
You've talked so much about Open House at this point. You have to make the documentary.
They have to like start paying you for being a
who
spokesperson.
thought of this movie? That's gonna be the first episode, and Brad's just gonna be knocking on his door. Dude's not gonna answer it, and he's just like, okay, well, I guess the documentary is over, boys.
He's gonna turn around and just do the interview out the front door.
And then he's gonna like turn it from a documentary to like a short film, which is Open House 1.5. Closed doors.
His take on Deadstream and Open House combined.
And then I'm gonna make my own Open House film. And I'm gonna make it better
Open Doors.
because it's not that hard. It's actually gonna be Closed House. There's not even an Open House.
Closed house for sale.
What's it called? What's it called
Foreclosed
when you?
house. That's a good. Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right. Well,
Head.
now I know what to do on my YouTube channel.
Right. All right, boys. It's been a good one.
I don't
Holy
think it
shit.
has.
We
I
go
really
over
don't think it
to
has.
No, it hasn't, but it's been a good one. Either
What do
way.
you mean? This is our best episode. We're gonna have more watches on this episode than our highest grossing episode right now.
It's a good thing I haven't been posting as a Spotify because if you listen to this, you're not gonna know what the fuck's going on.
Pretty much, honestly. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on the live stream, and anyone else that listens afterwards. You boys have a good night. Everyone have a good night. Deuces.
Bye.